In this episode, who wants to quiz with me and get some money? We talk about the fan favorite HQ trivia on this episode.
And on the flip side, we take you back to your childhood when you had to call in to vote for American Idol, while also discussing how awkward it is to sweat through your dress clothes. And if you did see Kesha absolutely roast P. Diddy at Coachella, we got you. Mike, hit the music.
Gather round, all you boys and girls and your cool cats and kittens. It's time for another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. I am Mike Gambita. Alongside with me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How are things?
I am never going to financially recover from this. I am great. Ready to rock and roll. It's a beautiful day. I just housed some Twizzlers as a pre-podcast snack before this. So I'm energized, I'm ready to go. I got my water, got my best friend. I'm great. How are you? How are things?
How do you eat Twizzlers?
With my mouth.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. What kind of question is that? How do you eat Twizzlers?
Well,
I bite them.
No, it's like people are weird. Like, we'll eat a Kit Kat. Like, you don't eat it like the long way. Like, somebody will, like, bite into the side of it, and it's like that's not how you do it.
Yeah, those are psychopaths.
So do you long dip it?
Yeah, but I don't like to take big bites with the Twizzlers. Like, I don't like to put it too far in.
Oh, you don't want to choke?
No, I don't want to choke. No, I'm not. Yep. So yeah, I just like to take small bites.
Oh man! But besides that interjection, I'm doing great. I'm ready to have another episode. I got the fresh cut yesterday, so I'm super excited. I always
looks
fall.
great, by the way.
Thank you. In the past, I've always fallen in between. I get my haircut either the following day or I get my haircut later in that week. So, like, I never have, like, the freshest of cuts on this episode. So I'm really glad. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for always cutting my hair. It's been wonderful these last few months.
Yeah, I got a haircut last week, too. I don't know my person's name. I apologize. I started going to a new place. Listen, it's a long story. I don't want to get into it, why I went to a new place. But they're great. They're great.
Yeah.
Very local. It's literally like 4 minutes from my apartment. Can't beat it. I didn't realize how long my hair was, and I am slightly mad at you for not telling me I looked like a hobo.
Okay, Matthew. That's
What?
awful.
I did.
No, you did not.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I came to a decision this weekend. I'm going to be a hat guy this summer. I'm wearing a hat everywhere.
Hat guy summer.
Yes, it's time for hat guy summer. Yeah. It's not that I don't like my hair. I just don't really want to take the time to style it. Like, obviously,
Okay.
I'll do a little something for work. But anytime I go anywhere, I think this summer, I'm just going to wear a hat.
All right. How many hats do you have available in rotation at your disposal?
I have a decent amount of hats. Most of them are golf hats. But I want to get a few more like just like regular like style looking ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time for hat guy summer.
All right. Hat guy summer.
I'm
Sounds
excited.
like quiz time summer.
Yeah.
So
It's
Matt and I
horrible.
were So Matt and I were pre-gaming last night talking about, what we should do for the show. Always have our notes ready, always prepared for when we hit record. And Matt kind of slipped in a little something extra. And I was set with my topic, but Matt shared that someone who's very, very close to him was not aware or did not know what HQ trivia was. Can you clarify?
This person had no idea what HQ trivia was. Never heard of it.
Wow.
Did not know anything about HQ trivia or the host.
Well, Matt, you and I both have participated in HQ trivia. Am I right or am I wrong?
It was. I almost said a bad word. Sometimes there's things go on in my head where like I want to make a reference to something, but I'm not going to. and I will tell you after the show what I wanted to say.
Okay.
It was like the hottest thing in the country, world. Everybody was doing it.
The world.
Yeah.
The world. Well, I think it was tough for anybody who was non-English speaking to be a part of it, but it was definitely worldwide. It was certainly worldwide. So you may be asking yourself if you are a Gen Z or even this upcoming generation. I always keep forgetting which this current generation, Generation X. No, that's different. Anyway, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. There we go. Gen Alpha. I got it.
What is Gen Alpha?
That's the newest generation after Gen Z.
I literally had never heard that before in my life.
I think. I will look it up. But for those who didn't know what HQ Trivia was, think of Be Real, but it's a live stream of a game show for a chance to win money. We all knew that at, I think it was around, was it 8 or 9 o'clock, man? I forget which one it was.
I think it was 9 o'clock.
It was 9
I
o'clock.
think it was 9.
9 o'clock, a live stream would commence, and it would be an interactive app that you would be able to go through, pick answers, like it was multiple choice always. You'd be able to pick it. If you got it right, you moved on to the next round. If you did not get it, you would be kicked out. Matt, tell me about your experience with HQ Trivia.
So, if I remember correctly, it's not that you could still stay and watch the rest of the round. You just couldn't answer.
Correct.
Yeah. I loved HQ Trivia. It was a dream of mine for so long to win. And I never did. I came close. I believe I got to like question 9.
Oh,
I think it was question 9 once.
penultimate.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, you'd rather go out like 6 or 7. When you get to 8 or 9 and you lose, that's brutal. But it was a lot of fun. It was also cool because like I got my brother to do it with me. I got my mom to do it with me. Like we sat together and we just did HQ Trivia. You know, you get your friends together. It's a nice bonding moment. There's also some teamwork capabilities. Like if you have like 5 people and you don't know, and you're on like question 5, you all just split up so that one person can still go on. Then you try to win the rest as a group. What a concept!
So there was a cash prize, which is why everybody was so invested into winning. Many times it would be, Matt, like what, like thousands of people joining to play.
That's a lot of people.
Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and there could be multiple winners. There was always a chance to have multiple winners, and it ended up being that you got like 76 cents. Like there was times where like I think it was like $1,000 they gave away, and like when it was split, it was like everybody got like 76 cents, and it was like okay, I won 76 cents, but there was times people got truly lucky. I think there was one person who got $1,000 just by playing HQ Trivia, and he was the only person that got it right.
Well, I remember they used to do some special ones where it was like 100,000, and I'm pretty sure someone at one point walked away with like 50,000 alone.
Yeah,
I think it was something crazy like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you win?
I did not.
I thought you did.
I did not. I was close to. I think
I
I was.
I know someone who won then.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who won?
No. Boy, that's a stumper. We have to think about that.
Yeah, I know for a fact I know someone. I thought we maybe knew him together. Anyway.
Well, speaking of knowing people, Matt, there is one person that comes to mind when we think of HQ Trivia, as none other than the quiz daddy himself, Scott Rogowsky. So Scott would be the host for this HQ Trivia. I have a fun article. It's by Samantha Murphy Kelly of CNN. I can't say it's the downfall of Scott Rogowsky, but I don't think a lot of people know what happened with the fallout of Scott Rogowsky. And many people were questioning, where is Scott Rogowsky? Where is Quiz Daddy?
Yeah, I have no idea.
So, kind of to backtrack, Scott actually auditioned to host HQ Trivia, but he never obviously expected to become like a nationwide thing. It gained millions of users. What was happening was behind the scenes was that there was a lot of tensions between him and the co-founders between him and the co-founders over different visions of what to expect. So Matt, something that we have, I think, deleted from our brain was that there was a lot of technical issues that were happening during HQ Trivia. Do you remember any of them?
I can't think of any specific, but I do remember there was a lot of tech issues. If I remember correctly, like he would ask the question and the answers wouldn't pop up right away, something like that.
Yep. And then like people wouldn't move on to the next round. There are some instances where payout problems would occur as well. So if somebody won, like they wouldn't be able to get their payout. So there was just a lot of things that happened. Obviously, over the different visions, Rogowsky left in 2019. Colin Kroll, who was the co-founder, died after he left. And the app officially shut down in February of 2020. Matt, could you imagine COVID? HQ Trivia during COVID.
That literally would have been the most popular app game in the world, at least in the United States, if that happened during COVID. That's incredible timing.
There was many instances where live streaming was, HQ Trivia was ahead of its game.
Absolutely.
It was so ahead of its time. But for it to leave right before the pandemic hit, right before the world shut down, I don't know. I'm not surprised that did not overlap. Like, for something so good, it had to have ended at a moment in which it would have probably become the biggest powerhouse in the entire universe for HQ Trivia.
Could you just imagine, like, the amount of downloads, the amount of TikToks people would have made of HQ Trivia? I probably would have made a TikTok of HQ Trivia with all my meme TikToks that I made. Like, Twitter would have been all over it. Facebook would have been all over it. Instagram. LinkedIn probably would have. LinkedIn. People on LinkedIn would eat up HQ Trivia, especially during COVID.
Let me tell you how to win HQ Trivia. Step 1.
Be some LinkedIn influencer. I lost the first round of HQ Trivia. I am not going to quit. The next day, I won. Perseverance.
Hashtag blessed. Matt, do you remember any of the questions from HQ Trivia?
No, I don't remember a single one.
Well, Matt, today we're going to relive some of the hardest questions that were delivered in the HQ atmosphere during the year that HQ was produced. So, Matt, luckily for you, you do not. You can continue to play after. No, you do not win a cash prize. So, luckily enough. So, again, by CNN, this was by Janelle Davis and Ivory Sherman. Matt, question 1 out of 10. Stumped 67% of HQ Trivia players. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I do remember being very bad at HQ Trivia.
Okay. Which U.S. state never had a working battleship named after it? Was it Montana, Delaware, or Georgia? God, I feel like Scott right now.
Oh, man. I'm going to say Montana. Final answer.
Final answer. You are correct.
I almost went with Delaware.
All right, number 2. This stumped 81% of HQties. Which of these is a very common symptom of a heat stroke? Muscle cramps, high temperature, or a weak pulse?
Which of these are a common sign of heat stroke?
Which of these is a very common symptom of heat stroke?
I feel like they all are, but I'm going to say weak pulse. Final answer.
You are incorrect.
Damn it.
The top guess was muscle cramps, actually.
Okay. That's
like
probably...
in terms of like the submissions, like people thought muscle cramps was the highest one. High temperature was the correct answer.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right. This one stumped 87% of HQ trivia players. Question 3. Geography. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Wisconsin, final answer.
Wisconsin. Which of these states touches the Appalachian Trail?
Oh, God.
South Carolina, Kentucky, or Connecticut?
The Appalachian Trail.
Yes.
So I think that's a pretty big trail. I think it goes. This is. Here we go. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way up near Connecticut. I don't think it crosses over as far as Kentucky or as low as South Carolina. So I'm going to say Connecticut, final answer.
Correct.
Yes! Let's go. Redemption.
The most popular choice was Kentucky. All right. This stumped 80% of HQ trivia players. Released in 1996, what was the first Pokemon product? Was it a card game, a video game, or a TV show?
All right, it stumped 80%. And what year was it? 86?
1996.
96.
I literally can just think of Scott Rogowsky being like, "You wanna be the very best."
Yeah, no, actually, that's true. He did used to do that. What a guy. I feel like if it stumped people, they would say card game. So I'm going to go video game, final answer.
You are correct. Most people thought it was a card game, but the right answer is a video game. 2 games were released in Japan in February of 1996. It was Pocket Monsters Green and Pocket Monsters Red.
I just remember Fire, like the Fire Red, the Sapphire Blue games, the best.
Yeah, I had Leaf Green, Emerald, Diamond, Platinum. I think that was it.
I forgot about Yellow, the Yellow game.
Yeah.
The original one, yeah. God. Someone needs to reinvent a Game Boy Color.
It's called the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, it's true.
All right. Question 5. We're halfway there. Stumped 88% of HQ trivia players. In the Harry Potter books, which of these animals is not one of the 4 Hogwarts house mascots? Was it Raven, Eagle, or Badger?
Well, Raven definitely is, because it's Ravenclaw. What are the other 2? Badger and what?
Eagle.
Eagle. One of them is a snake. I'm going to say Badger, final answer.
Badger, final answer.
Damn
You're
it.
incorrect.
Damn it.
This one was a bit tricky. About 60% of people guessed Eagle, so you weren't in the majority.
Oh, okay.
But that was the Ravenclaw mascot. The correct answer is Raven.
Really?
Gryffindor was the lion, Slytherin was the serpent, and Hufflepuff was the badger.
10 points, Gryffindor.
Question 6. Stumped 94% of HQ trivia players. Which of these Disney movies earned the most on its worldwide theatrical release? Tarzan, Toy Story, or Pocahontas?
Worldwide. And it stumped 94% of people. See, my first thought went to Pocahontas. Because it's kind of that is kind of worldwide.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to say Tarzan, final answer.
'Cause you'll be in my heart. You'll be correct. Top guess was Toy Story, but the right answer was Tarzan.
I'm so smart.
Me, Tarzan, you, Jane. Okay, here we go. Number 7. This stumped 92% of HQDs. Which of these people was the first to famously refuse to give up their seat to a white passenger? Was it Claudette Colvin, Rosa Parks, or Ida B. Wells?
And this was the first person?
The first, and it's capital letters FIRST, to famously refuse to give up their seat to a white passenger.
It was Rosa Parks. Final answer.
You're incorrect.
Is it Miss Wells?
So all three women refused to give up their seat, but Ida Wells was the first. In 1884, Wells bought a first-class train ticket when the crew asked her to move black sections. She refused and was forcibly removed from the train. According to the National Park Service, Parks's bus boycott was 71 years later in 1955.
Interesting.
Oddly enough, I share a birthday when she refused to give up her seat on the bus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 8. I think this was the penultimate. No, or was it 9? I forget which one.
I don't remember 9 or 10.
9 or 10. This stumped 99% of HQDs. For about 2 decades, 10% of all U.S. electricity came from which source? New York landfill gas, the Hoover Dam, or Soviet warheads?
Hoover Dam. Final answer.
Hoover Dam. I'm Hoover Dam.
Damn.
You're incorrect. This one was the most savage questions of all time. That's the word I was like. There was one word that was like savage, like it like showed up on the screen. Starting in 1993, 10% of electricity in the U.S. came from converted Soviet warheads. The program was called Megatons to Megawatts.
Never would have guessed that.
I wouldn't either. All right. 9 out of 10. This stumped 91% of HQ trivia players. The first gummy candies were shaped like what? Bears, human infants, or snakes?
I'm not going to guess human infants out of respect. And I will say snakes. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Don't tell me it's human infants.
No. According to HQ Trivia, human baby-shaped gummy candies called unclaimed babies were invented a couple of years before gummy bears.
What? Say psych right now.
No, I'm not saying
That's
psych.
disgusting.
But it was according to HQ Trivia, so I'm sure Scott Rogowsky was like, unclaimed babies.
Oh, so Scott Rogowsky made it up.
No, it was true. Hang on,
Well,
Sweet
hold on.
success
I'm not gonna go write a 5-page MLA essay and cite HQ Trivia.
No, Matt, they look like, oh my God, they look like infants.
I don't want to know.
No, they look okay.
No.
They look okay.
No. So you would eat it?
And people would nibble off their head.
Would you eat it?
Would I eat it?
Yes.
Not now.
What does it not now mean?
Like if this was what was delivered as gummy bears, like now it's gummy infants, gummy people.
I'm out.
Gummy kids.
I'm out. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Whatever. All right. Here we go. This last question, question 10, stumped 68% of HQ Trivia players.
Ain't gonna stop me.
In his lifetime, Walt Disney's only Best Picture Oscar nomination was for what film? I know this answer, actually. Was it Fantasia, Mary Poppins, or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
I feel like this is too easy. Mary Poppins, final answer.
I love these sound
Who do
effects.
you think you are? I am.
So most people guessed Fantasia, but the correct answer is Mary Poppins. It received 13 Oscar nominations and won 5, including Best Picture in 1965.
Is Fantasia a movie?
Yes.
I'm thinking Fantasmic, the show that they do at Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios.
What-
Is that the same thing?
That's what they base it. They kind of. It's not one-to-one, but that's where they get their influence from.
Got it. See, I thought they just made that show up just because it was cool. I didn't know that was a movie. The more you know.
Yeah. I believe, if I'm correct, like that was where the influence of like Mickey with the
sorcerer's
wizard
hat.
Yeah, the sorcerer's hat and the red. I got my red dress on tonight. Yeah. But yeah, R.I.P. HQ Trivia, but we're glad to have come out of the open in terms of the birth of our podcast.
Yeah, I believe they're making a documentary about HQ Trivia coming out soon.
it actually is not inspired by it, but a lot
Inspired
of
by us.
the news article that I was referring to was talking about that documentary that was going out.
That's must watch if you played HQ Trivia.
Which, Matt, I
Yeah.
got a question.
I hopefully have an answer.
I may have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. We may have missed our anniversary of our podcast.
No. What? Hold on. What episode number is this?
It's 209.
Hey, separate question. Did we ever figure out the bleeping in the podcast now?
No,
Okay.
please don't.
All right. That's fine. I asked before I said it.
Right.
Yeah, happy belated 4-year anniversary to the Funny Business podcast. What a wild ride this is. We've been doing this podcast as long as we were in college.
Hang on. It's actually this Friday is our episode, I think. Like today, is our episode. Because the first episode, sorry everybody, we're still figuring out.
Technically.
The first episode was released on April 22nd of 2020. This Friday's publication is April 19th. So technically, I think this would be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, technically. All right. Well, congratulations to us. We made it 4 years. It is crazy to think we've been doing this 4 years.
Yeah.
It's wild. You have anything else to add before we move on?
No. I loved playing HQ Trivia. I wish I won, but I do my podcast with my best friend.
Yes, sir. All right. We are going to move on and finish the show with some Say What. All right. I'll go first.
Go for it.
Pull it up here. So speaking of, HQ Trivia, something that we used to do, something everybody got into. This past weekend, April and I sat down to watch some TV. She came home from work. Mike, you know what I put on the TV?
The Masters?
Something that I have not watched. Well, I did watch the Masters, yes. Yes. It was a great event.
Did you watch the news?
I did watch the news.
You did watch the news?
What news?
Oh, I thought, you watched, the news.
Oh, that was a
cast.
guess. No, I turned on American Idol.
Oh!
Yeah, it was just kind of on. And
Okay.
One day April was like, do you want to watch this? He's like, yeah, kind of. I miss the old American Idol. I really do.
How old we talking?
Like, original Randy
Kelly
Jackson,
Clarkson?
Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Still got Ryan Seacrest. But man,
Ryan Seacrest isn't a part of American Idol anymore?
he is. I said you still have Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, I thought you did. Oh my God, Matt. That would have been such bad breaking news for me.
No.
What?
No, Ryan Seacrest is still there. Let me tell you, this version of American Idol just sucked. It was bad. It was kind of weird the way they did it. Now, I think I watched the episode where they reveal the top 20 people that move on.
Okay.
But it was basically just Ryan Seacrest with all of them sitting together. He would announce someone's name. They would show them crying. They made the next round. Then they would show their performance. And then all the judges, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, did not say a single negative thing. And I'm just sitting there Simon Cowell would have ripped this person to shreds right now. And that is what American Idol is missing. I'm okay. Katy Perry is very good. Lionel Richie's very good. Luke Bryan, they're very good.
Right.
But you need one judge to be the jerk. And they don't have that. However, there was a very, very funny line from Katy Perry. One of the contestants, I don't know who it was. I don't remember the names. She was singing a song that she wrote and messed up a few times, just kind of either forgot the note or I don't know exactly what happened. Everybody's cheering her on. That was kind of cool to see. Except Katy Perry had an unfortunate line that I don't think she meant to say it. She was trying to say it's okay to make mistakes. And she was don't don't think about the fact that you just fell apart in front of all of our eyes. And just went on to say, like, what she should be thinking about. And April and I looked at each other, and we were like, did Katy Perry just, like, accidentally roast this poor girl on purpose? Like, that was funny. But it is missing, like, an old Simon Cowell, like, judge. I don't know if you have any other thoughts.
We family used to watch American Idol. Mm-hmm. I remember calling in for Ruben Studdard. Remember that name?
Oh, you used to text in?
We used to call in.
Oh man, I used to beg my mom all the time.
Call in, because we liked
call.
that.
Yes.
So yeah, you had to call in. Call 866-333-111 and vote for Ruben. I am a firm believer that American Idol lost its touch when America's Got Talent started bringing in more singing performances. Mm-hmm. I personally think that America's Got Talent, like I get, like talent can be defined as singing well, but there's shows like The Voice and American Idol and The X Factor that like all include singing. Like I'm here to see like other talent because there's shows like those that allow somebody to go on the stage and use their talent to sing. And I think it's good it's a good comparison too, because somebody who is a ventriloquist is not going to compete against somebody who sings. Mm-hmm. And that, I mean, it's showbiz, but like Simon Cowell is now on America's Got Talent. Mm-hmm. And I think he's even softer for America's Got Talent because of the singers compared to when he was on American Idol.
Mm-hmm. I also have one other complaint. There's now just an app that you can download to vote. That's bullshit.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Where was the fun in rushing to give a call? Oh.
Yeah, it was great. Like, even nowadays, just, like, have them text in. They did still have an option you can text in, but if you give them choice of the app, everybody's going to take the app.
Yeah, everybody's going to vote for the app.
They should honestly, when there's, like, 6 or 5 people left, that week, just to make it interesting, just to see who really wants to vote in, no app, you have to call. Could you imagine? That'd be electric.
We're going old school, baby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
It's funny.
Such an old man take. I don't care.
The only one I have is sweating isn't fun.
No.
It's let me just say, as a person who is matured, you sweat in places that you really don't want to sweat, and sometimes I don't want to say it ruins your clothes, but like you can't put it back in like the dresser and being like, okay, like I only wore these pants for like 2 minutes or 2 hours. It's like that 2 hours, like you're sweating your balls off, and not specifically in the balls area, but maybe, who knows? Trying to be, gender neutral here, but maybe you'll sweat in places that like you just get all these sweat stains, and it's like shit. I have to now wash my pants because I sweat so much. And then it's just like all your face, like how you get all glossy too. That happens to me just because of my face complexion. And I think I remember, I forget, it was like something before, like something I like wanted to look presentable. I just took like a paper towel and I just like wiped it all over my face because of just how gross I looked and how glossy I looked.
Yeah, the other thing is like you can't wear like light gray in the summer at times when it's really sweaty, or like certain colors, like you'll just sweat right through.
Oh, I see the stain. Oh, there it is. I see it.
God. All right. Well, there goes all our viewers.
Yeah, well, it's the end of the show, so.
I do like sweating though, at some points.
I like sweating.
Yeah, like when you're getting a good workout in, a good sweat, like that always helps.
Those, yes. Those are meant to sweat, but like you're in like a button-down shirt and khakis, or like you're just getting a haircut. Now I'm just not speaking from personal experience, but like literally just like go get a haircut. You come back and it's like your clothes are all a mess, and you just wore them like just for this moment. Mm-hmm.
You sweat during your haircuts?
I was watching Cops. No, no, I don't specifically sweat. but I think it was just through walking outside and the humidity and then like moving around, like that's when the sweat comes. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, makes sense. All right, I have one more before we wrap up. Breaking news: Kawhi Leonard has just made the final spot on the Team USA Olympic basketball team.
Oh, I thought he was getting traded. I'm like, hang on a minute.
No. Shout out the NBA playoffs. All right, all I got to finish off the show. This is the week of music queens.
Okay.
Today, April 19th, is a Friday. Also the release, Taylor Swift's new album, Tortured Poets Department. Very excited. I will have to repurchase Spotify Premium in the next couple days leading up to this podcast release so I can listen to the new album. That's maybe... No, I'm a Swiftie. That's probably
really
the second
breaking
biggest...
news.
Yes. Yes, for everybody out there tuning in for the first time. That's probably the second biggest Queen move of the week. The first goes to Kesha. Did you see Kesha at Coachella?
No, Matt. I didn't attend Coachella.
Oh, why not? I had a ticket for you.
You okay? You had a same ticket for me for WrestleMania too. Go figure.
So Mike, what's one of your favorite Kesha
TikTok
songs?
on the clock.
Yeah. Yep. So you went to sing the first line of that song, which based on recent events, is a little controversial now. We don't have to
wake
touch
up in
on.
the morning, duck you, P. Diddy.
Yes, yeah, it was great. So for those that didn't see, the first line is "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy."
Hey, what up, girl?
P. Diddy's not the best guy in the world, especially after what's happened. So Kesha, as Mike said, changed it to "Wake up in the morning, F you, P. Diddy." Queen shit. Absolutely electric move. And that's why Kesha's one of the greatest of all time.
She certainly... I always joke around. Well, I can't really say I always joke around. I joke to myself when I think of TikTok. I think to myself, well, I remember TikTok when it first came out. And it was by Kesha.
Yeah. That was the original TikTok.
It was. I'm trying to think what other bangers that she had.
Let's like the most of the night, like we're gonna die young.
Young.
Yeah, that's a great one. There's so many others. I can't think of off the top of my head. One of her newer ones, Praying, is a really good one.
Okay.
I gotta Google Kesha songs, so this is really bad. I can't think of any.
I don't know why my keyboard is not working, so we are...
Oh, good.
We're a little
Animal. That's an album.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. See, I don't have Spotify Premium. I can't see the songs.
I got you. Because I have class. Kesha's part of Timber with Pitbull.
Yes, yep, that's true. Good point.
And we are who we are.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dancing like with dumb. Bangers. All right.
Yeah, that's all we got for Say What. And only one segment. So, here we are.
Here we are. Here we go. Here we come. We going to rock. It's another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media, beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. Special shout out, Jenna's sister Margot and Mark for celebrating wedding part 2 on 4/20, baby.
Nice.
So
what's the significance on 4/20?
Their wedding day. It's wonderful.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
I figured that
Earth
was
Day.
the case. I just
Close to Earth Day, you know.
Yeah.
But anywho, besides that rambling, Mr. Matthew,
Ish.
what is your advice for the good people, the co-workers of the funny business world?
Recycle. Earth Day is next week. Just recycle. Don't litter. There's a viral video I don't know if you saw if some lady was on the phone and was going to kick a can into like a lake, and she missed the can, and her shoe completely flew right off her foot into the lake, which was complete and utter karma. So just don't litter, throw your trash out, and recycle.
Amen. And make sure that you know what to recycle and not what to recycle. Many people think that you can throw a pizza box that was used. No, that grease does not count for recycling. Cardboard counts. Water bottles. The cap is not recyclable, but the water bottle is.
Batteries. I don't know how to properly dispose of batteries, but do it properly.
Throw them in the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yes.
no, I'm not.
Hold on, disavow.
Disavow.
We disavow throwing your batteries in the fire.
We disavow Hitler.
Yep,
Throwing
racism,
racism,
sexism, and throwing batteries in fires.
Oh, man. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.